Bar weep, grana weep, niddy bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll be checking out the KOs that are already coming in for the Beast Wars. We check a booba bot without boobas. That's interesting. Also, we get a few more pictures of the Magicsquare Combaticons and also an oversized KO that you may recognize as one of the best primes on the market. All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today then with something I don't think we've spoke about on this channel before, but I wanted to bring everyone some awareness of just how good Vampire Survivors is. If you haven't been playing Vampire Survivors, if you've got Xbox like I have, it's on Game Pass and it's phenomenal. It's actually really cheap on Steam and PlayStation and also on your mobile phone as well. It's an amazing game, and they've just brought a two-player version to it. You can actually have up to 4 players. So what you can see on your screen now is me and my girlfriend playing this morning. Absolutely fantastic. The game itself is incredible. It's a roguelike, if you know what I mean by that. So you start off really basic, and then over time you level up and you become more and more powerful until you become almost godlike and indestructible. And the mechanics of the game start off really simple but then get really quite complex as you go through. The two-player version, there's also a ton of secrets as well in the game. The two-player version of this has actually done something really interesting as well. So the changes, if you know how to play the game, you pick up the weapons and then over time you evolve the weapons. Now, because it's two-player, you have to be a bit strategic, in all honesty, on who you want to pick up what weapon, because only one of you can have that kind of weapon. One thing I did find, in all honesty, that it took a lot longer to evolve the weapons. But was it fun? Hell yes, and I'm now thinking about playing through the whole game yet again with all of the expansions with my girlfriend, and you can have up to 4-player couch co-op. Amazing. Go out, check this game out if you haven't played it before, but I just wanted to bring everyone awareness of this because it's one of my personal favorite games out there at the moment. It's so addictive. Go play Vampire Survivors. Do it. Kicking off today then with Funbie Studios, who got their grubby little mitts on a nemesis. And what did they do when they made the nemesis? Well, quite simply, they made the boarding chute so that you can now connect your arc to your nemesis and recreate it with all those really dodgy figures that you get with both. I mean, these things are so sketchy, right? Looks good. I mean, I still have all of my challenges and my problems with the nemesis in general, but the fact that you can plug them together and have this little boarding chute, I do think that's pretty cool. Well done to Funbie Studios. I wonder what else they're going to do to the nemesis. If you've managed to get your hands on a Legacy Armada Prime and you think, you know what, there's just a few things that I'd quite like to change, then gobetter may have the upgrade kit for you. This has a normal, a few extra weapon type upgrades, also fills in some filler gaps as well for this. All in all, it makes the truck mode, the alt mode, and the kind of combiner mode, I guess you would say, for this look a little bit better. I think this figure all along looked okay, but it does fill in some of those nastier gaps that we do see with some of the Hasbro figures as we move on. Nice. I always think it's good to have these kits, but for a Hasbro figure, I always kind of question whether or not they're worth the price point, because these kits are usually about the same price as the figure themselves. Speaking of such kits, do you wish that your IDW inspired Megatron looked a little bit like the IDW Megatron it was based on? Well, now you can, because you get that kind of Scorponok-esque backpack, some filler parts, and also some bits just to make him look a little bit bulkier and look a little bit better. Again, pretty nice looking, adds a little bit more yellow to the whole bad boy and a few more stripes on him, which I think is a good look and definitely something that I think was missing from the original. Overall, again, makes him look a little bit more impressive. Is it something that's worthwhile actually spending those monies on? That's up to you and how much you love this figure. For me, I think there's there's better versions of this figure out there than picking up the Hasbro one, and I've said that all along. I think I was very excited when I saw they were going to do this, and then, yeah, they didn't create a new mold and just went back to the WFC version, but yeah, some people like it, and you may want to get it a bit closer to that comic. Lek is still working on the Combaticons, and the whole thing is starting to look so good. Look at this cab here. Absolutely phenomenal work. Love this guy's work. And now he also has his grubby little mitts on the Nemesis. So let's see if he can improve that by cel shading it. I will reserve my judgment because everybody knows how I feel about that figure, and it will be interesting to see it cel shaded with no reference points. Interesting. Few images coming out of the US of A is that the Funables. I've never had Funables fruit flavored snacks. We don't tend to get these in the UK, even in those American candy shops. So please let me know what on earth these things are down in the comments. But if you're into Transformers Earthspark, then they've done a collaboration with Transformers Earthspark. Check your local retailers in the US to find out exactly what. One of the studios that are a little bit hit and miss are Mechfans toys, but they seem to be on, in all honesty, a little bit of a roll at the moment. So this is their take on Blaster. They have the see-through translucent version, the more historically accurate, I guess, kind of a little bit shiny version. But what I really appreciate is this, which is their battle damaged version. Now, I'll show you another battle damaged figure by them in a bit as well. And I think that Mechfans toys are doing some of the best battle damage in the business right now. I mean, this is their take on Ultra Magnus battle damaged. I think that looks incredible. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. I am someone who actually really appreciates battle damaged figures. I like the way they look. That's why I like the War for Cybertron line. I know some people didn't and thought it looked a little bit like Silver Snot. Okay, it was Hasbro's version, but this looks really, really good. I love it. I might pick this up, and the Blaster as well. Well done, Mechfans toys. Now we move over to Big Firebird. Yes, Big Firebird, the team that usually bring you the booba bots that we talk about on here, that whenever I talk about them seem to get a lot of angry people down in the comments. They are releasing a booba bot with no boobs, basically. So this is one of their figures, and this is going to be called Bird Binary V01P. This is the Phantom Clava Inca, something like that. It's made of PVC and alloy, so it's going to have some metal in this one. It's around $81 and 18 centimeters in height. All in all, I really like the alt mode, but I do think that the bot mode is yeesh, a little sketchy. Now we move over to the shape-shifting QT01KOOSROTB. Now, when we originally saw people talking about this, and I'm not sure if it was TF News that were talking about this originally, the OS was in there. So people were getting super excited thinking this is an oversized battle trap from the new movie. Reports are telling me now that no, this is not oversized. It's just like a straight up KO. The colors do look a little bit different. I think the orange might be a little bit brighter. I'm not sure. All in all, looks like an okay figure, an okay KO figure, but disappointing that it's not oversized. I always like it when the KOs get a little bit oversized, but unfortunately this one isn't. Magicsquare is getting ready to release their take on the Combaticons, and we have more and more images of Vortex coming. And of course, with more images of Vortex, we also got a few more images of the combined mode as well. The combined mode here with just the combined mode and Vortex's arm crawling along the floor. So that's a really, really nice, cool looking image. And we've also had a few less professional images release of the combined mode here, just sat on someone's desk. Obviously not all painted up as we would hope, so it's still just the prototype mode. But again, I do think this looks really, really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one looks in the full finish thing. I do think that the plastic on this one certainly looks better than a lot of the ones that they've shown in the past. So all in all, yeah, I'm excited for it. It won't enter my collection because no Magicsquare things ever do, but this one does look pretty damn good. So we've now had some comparison images here of what the Grand Raijin, or aka Optimus Prime, the Powermaster mode, will look like compared to some other models in the market at the moment for this kind of one. It's going to be bigger than Power Baser, which is something that was a bit of a shock to me, and it was great to see all 4 facial images on full display here. I really like how these faces look, and I said I was so close to buying this, and maybe I will if it comes ever as a gift set with both things together. Hey, Transformers creators, give us everything we need in one bundle. We do not need DLC for our collections, aight? Especially if it means that one part of it has to come with a cardboard insert. Come on! Looking at the next figure, you might be looking at this going, I recognise that figure. I've seen that figure before. Vector, you spoke about this figure before on this channel. That looks to me like the MMC take on Prime from the IDW world. Well, my friends, it's not. This is a KO of a third party done by LimeToys, and this is actually going to be OS. So this one will be an oversized KO, and that is something that I am really interested in because this is one of my favorite primes in my entire collection. So to have this as an oversize sat on my shelf next to the original version, brilliant. I only have the Nemesis take on this, so I could pick up a Shattered glass or I could pick up just a normal red one. Options. And speaking of Shattered Glass Optimus Primes, then MDLX, otherwise known as 3.0, in collaboration with Hasbro, are going to be releasing this bad boy of a Shattered Glass Prime. So we can see here that he's going to come with all of the classic things that we would hope, including this awesome looking green axe, and also is super posable as well, as we can see from these pictures. All in all, this looks great. I'm confused though because I thought for some reason in my head the M in MDLX stood for movie. I'm obviously wrong because I don't ever remember seeing this take on an Optimus Prime in a movie. But very, very cool, very good. As always, unfortunately, things that look this good unfortunately do not transform, so they don't make it into my collection, but it is a thing of beauty that you can behold. Also, these things are super expensive, so please check your bank account before you pre-order. So from one great looking super articulated figure with loads of accessories to something a little bit on the smaller and cheaper side. So this is Yolopark doing some G1 inspired kind of mini figures here, again non-transforming, but they do come with options when it comes to the hands. There's a Prime, there's a Bumblebee, and there's also a Megatron. Prime comes with a gun. I think these ones look okay, but again, they don't transform, so they don't make it into my collection, but they are like super cheaper than most of the things that you're out there, especially from Yolopark. And Killer Body are going to be releasing another cosplay helmet here with 2 different ways that you can wear it. And of course, when we see the side-by-side image here, there is a correct way to wear this helmet, and there is an incorrect way to wear this helmet. And you know what that is, people. You know. So that's everything from me on this Transformers Saturday. Those of you who've been following my shorts, yep, I'm going to ask everybody to follow my shorts again. You know that in my shorts, I have been playing Transformers Devastation. So if you want to know what happens in that game, you can follow along on my shorts. I'm starting to upload it on a daily basis. A little bit of gameplay, a little bit of the story. And if you've ever been wondering why this is the best Transformers game in history, I care not what you think about the other ones. If you're a G1 fan, this is the best Transformers game in history. If you ever want to know why, follow me on my shorts, follow my shorts, and then you'll be able to find out. I may do a more longer form video just on this, made up of those shorts at some point, so you can all catch up on there with a little bit of commentary from me on why this game is so good. But right now I'm just enjoying playing it and sharing a little bit with you. Alright team, that's everything from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit, peace!